I'm going to be honest with you all. I'm a coward. Let's go. Yeah, I'm a coward. I don't even sound right saying that, right? I just don't. I don't sound right saying that because I've never called myself that before, because I've never been fearful of anything outside of God and deep water. Like literally, those are the two things I fear most. And God, the fear I have for God is a respect thing. It's an honor thing, right? The fear I have for water is I cannot swim. So therefore I know water can kill me, unalive me, get me up out of here, get me to heaven real quick, right? And so I respect water as well. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm a coward, not because I fear man, because ain't nothing wrong with these hands. Anyway, praise God. I'm a coward because come on in closer. Come on in closer. I'm gonna keep it real with you. When it comes to love, I'm sweating already. Lord have mercy. I'm nervous. When it comes to love, I am a coward. I'm a coward. Let me explain. So let's go back to the water deal, the pool, because I don't really get in the ocean because there's just too many things that can come up on or close to the shore and get you up out of here. I don't care what they say. A shark bite is the ratio of a shark and the possibilities of a shark bite is, I don't care. Anything outside of 100% or 0%, I should say, I don't want to hear it. Okay. So I don't do the ocean. I don't do lakes because the lakes is murky. You can't even see the bottom. I'm cool. All right. And they got snakes in there too. I don't do snakes. All right. The pool is cool because you can see the bottom and it's in a controlled environment for the most part, because sometimes people play too much and push you in on the deep end, and then you drown when you're 10 years old, and then they bring you back to life, and then you respect water for the rest of your life. Hello, somebody. Amen. The pool. When I get into the pool, I am good in 3 feet. I am good in 4 feet. But around that 5 feet, I'm cool with the pool until that water hits my nipples. Don't you pick up the phone and listen, because you're laughing at me and I don't appreciate it. I'm having a moment with you and you laughing at me. I don't appreciate it. I'm cool with the pool until that water hits my nipples. Why is that? Because a foot or so away from the nipples is my nose. 1.5 feet. Right? So therefore, if my nose is underwater, I'm not breathing. I don't have gills. I can't breathe underwater. I'm not Aquaman. Right? And so when the water hits my nipples, I have an anxiety thing. It's you can't turn around fast in the water. You got to right? You got to step up out that thing. Eat that. And head back the other way. But that's not what makes me a coward. What makes me a coward when it comes to love, I'm good until that love level hits my nipples. That don't sound right, but you get my point. I am good until the love levels hit my nipples. Can I get an amen, someone? Let me explain. I'm great in shallow water. Right? I'm playing it off like I can swim. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got the whole outfit on. I'm fresh. I'm pool fresh, beach fresh. I'm looking like Michael Phelps until so I realized something recently. I'm like that when it comes to dating as well. I'm giving y'all too much of my information. But y'all family, and even if you don't know me, you're going to know me by the end of this podcast. In the dating situation, I'm good until the water hits my nipples. And then it's that anxiety kicks in. Ooh, this feels real. So I had to ask myself, like, why as a grown man, why do I still do that? Because it has to be something there, right? It's just not coincidence, happenstance, none of that. I don't believe in none of that. I believe in cause and effect. So I had to think about the cause. And if anybody is like a therapist or know a good therapist, like holla at your boy, man. I'm crying. This is my cry for help. Yeah, we keep it real over here at the Elephants in the Room podcast. That's what the title is. We talk about taboo topics that people want to talk about but are scared to talk about. I'm not scared to talk about it, even when it's me. And right now, it's me. Right now, it's me. When I get to a certain, like I'm great, I'm phenomenal from the start to, we call that stepping down into the water, till we get to 5.5 feet. So I equate that 5.5 foot line in the pool to in a relationship right before love starts. Like you can see it. Love is like right up. It's down the street. You can see it's like a storm coming. You can see that storm. I'm great until we get there. Then something happens in me that stops me from going there. And it's sad. It's sad because I know that on the other side of 5.5 feet, on the other side of that line, that love line, is something phenomenal. Because here's the thing. I love love. I love to see it. I love the process of it. I love I love movies about it. I love music about it. Like I love love, though. And it's like almost, and I know I deserve it, right? So I want it, but what's stopping me from emerging in it? So I had to like really, really sit down and analyze myself. Like I had to unpack this thing, man. I'm talking to myself the other day and I'm like, bruh, what is it? You want to be a husband. You want to be a father, right? You want your own household. You want to be that protector, that provider, that leader in your house. You've been trained to do it by numerous men in your family, by your pastors, by your friends. What is the problem? So I sat back and I thought, I'm like, God, doggy, what is the problem? So I started writing stuff down. Because, again, I believe in cause and effect. Cause and effect. So I said to myself, what happened? Let's go back to childhood. Because I think most of our challenges as adults were created and birthed as children. That's how I feel. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist or anything of that nature. But I truly feel most of our challenges emotionally as adults were birthed and developed from childhood. If you want to combat that, that's fine. We can do it. Because I don't mind saying I'm wrong, but I truly feel I'm not wrong on this one. So I wrote down some things. I said, well, what happened in childhood? All right, so I wrote some stuff down. I'm not going to put my family business out there, but I saw things as a child that I probably shouldn't have seen, right? I witnessed some relationships that on the surface were great relationships, but behind closed doors were, this is not what it is. This is not what it should be right here, right? That's one thing. So seeing that you one way outside and a different way inside, that messed me up as a child. Because I feel that however you are home reflects how you are in the streets. I'm going to represent my wife and my family in the house. I'm going to represent my wife and my family outside the house. So I saw things as a child, and from different situations, not all one situation, from different situations, from relationships that people that so-called loved each other, to marriage that people that so-called loved each other, and it didn't show. I wrote that down. Get a doubt and that fear of marrying the wrong person was instilled in me as a young boy. Now as a grown man, that fear of marrying the wrong person is still there. People, man, just take a chance, brother. This is not a seafood dish I'm trying. You're talking about marriage. Because, and this is no judgment to people who did it, divorce is not in my vocabulary. Divorce is not in my vocabulary. So therefore, once I get married, bro, that's a wrap. We gonna work it out. Man, what if your wife cheat on you? Well, we gonna move them in and split these bills 3 ways. I'm not playing. Like, that's it, bro. We gonna work it out. I take marriage that serious. I take marriage so serious that I respect the process of it. I don't think marriage is one of those things that you just give it a try. No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm not just giving it a try. There's a lot of people in the world that just gave it a try. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. And it's no knock to anybody that's been divorced. I get it. My heart go out to you. I get it. But I'll ask you this. If you could have avoided that, would you have done it? I can't get divorced. I just can't. So that was the first layer of blockage. That's what we're going to call it, the blockage. The second layer was when I was 20 years old. I was at Florida A&M University. Shout out FAMU. Shout out Central State, too, because that was my first 2 years of college. Central State Marauders in the building. I represent both, okay? HBCUs, holla at your boy. All right. Matter of fact, send this out to anybody that went to HBCU. Represent. Let's go. When I was 20 years old, I was at Florida A&M. I went home for the summer. Met this beautiful young lady. She ran track. She had the beautiful track legs, boy. She got me. I'm a leg man, you know what I mean? Even in chicken, I like legs. I like thighs. Thighs, that's I'm telling y'all too much. Thighs. So if you want to make me happy, give me a 3-piece from Popeyes, all thighs, spicy. I don't need no sides. Sweet tea, half and half. Let's go. I'll let you, boy. I'm hungry now. Anyway, she had these thighs, man. And got her number. We ain't even hit it off at first. We kind of like clowning each other. But them thighs, brother. They got me. So we ended up connecting like for that whole summer, man. So it was like the best summer of my life at that time, man. I had never witnessed anything like that or felt anything like that before. And we got into a relationship. We were boyfriend and girlfriend, right? I went to Florida A&M. She went to Howard University. Now, if y'all know the difference, you're talking about Tallahassee, Florida. D.C. That's a good little hump. But we tried it. We tried it, man. And that's why I'm not a fan of long distance relationship until this day. It was a struggle. It was the most pure-hearted relationship I ever had because it was my first real relationship. But it was tainted by long distance, right? Being 20 and being at HBCU at 20 years old, bro. I'm just telling you, it was rough. It was rough. It was cool the first 3 months. I was like, hey, no, man, I'm cool. I got a lady. No, thank you. I got a lady. And it was like, it's I don't know what it is about women. Like, you get into a relationship and then they start coming from everywhere. It's like, oh, you in a relationship, huh? You so cute. Wait a minute. Where was you before I got into this relationship? Anyway, that's a whole nother podcast. We'll talk about that later. So, push come to shove, I dropped the ball and messed up the relationship. All right. So she didn't leave though. But she got a lick back. Ooh, boy. Her lick was like a donkey kick though. Like she kicked me in the chest. And it hurt. That was my first heartbreak, man. And bruh. Come on in a little closer. Bruh. I see why people say that most men only get their heart broken one time and they never really give anybody else a full 100% of them. Yeah, I said it. I'm just telling y'all what I'm hearing, and I see why they say it. So that was number 2. And that thing hurt, man. That thing burned like, I don't know if you ever had athlete's foot. I used to get athlete's foot when I was playing sports in high school. And that crap burn, boy. But with athlete's foot, you take your shoe off and you scratch it. And they got a little ointment you can put on it or spray. Tough acting, tenactin. Ain't no sponsor, so forget what I just said. But it was temporary. It was a temporary burn. That heartbreak, consistently there. It does not leave. Sleep, you don't want to eat. You're in the shower. You counting the water drops from the shower. Like it's rough, man. You at school, it hurts. You driving, it hurts. You at the gym, it hurts. You get back home, you're moping. You don't want to eat. You're losing weight. People think you're on that crack diet. But it's just heartbreak. That was my second reason. But I think my third reason took me out of here. I think my third reason is the straw that broke the camel's back, per se. So after my first heartbreak, I didn't get into anything else for like 12 years, 15 years. Well, yeah, I mean, I did, but I never really gave them 100% of me. Right? But I did get into relationships. But again, that line was there. But I'd never allow myself to go there with anybody else. And then I met this woman. I used to do comedy back in the day. And I met her friend first. And then her friend was like, I got somebody for you. If I can find that friend, I'm a pinch the fat meat behind your arms. Because you, ma'am, are the reason. No, I'm just talking mess, man. I think everything happens for a reason. But anyway, so she introduced me to her friend. We hit it off. It was phenomenal. Off the rip. I don't know if this has ever happened to anybody, but what did they say? You had me at hello. Yeah, it was one of them situations on both sides, right? We said hello, and it was just all off to the races, man. Right? I had never felt like that before, ever. Before my first heartbreak, that was kind of kiddie heartbreak because I was still a kid. But this truly was a choice, right? And so we was off to the races, and it was the most intense relationship I've ever had in my life. And it wasn't a long relationship. That's the crazy part. We weren't together for years and years and years. We were together like a year. And a lot happened in that year. So to push this along, make the long story short, heartbreak happened, lies happened. It just got ugly. And that thing tore my heart apart, right? What I mean by that is I needed surgery. I needed emotional surgery to put my heart back together. That process took about 8 years, man. And for like 8 years, I really didn't give anybody opportunity. Like I didn't care about nobody else's feelings. Because I refused to let anybody make me feel like that again. I'm not crying, I got allergies. Y'all like, is he crying? No, I literally got allergies. It's like when I got bullied as a kid. I think Mike Tyson has a very similar story. That's why I love Mike Tyson. I learned to fight because I refused to let anybody else make me feel victimized, make me feel that type of hurt again, right? And so I learned how to fight. And so every fight I had after I was bullied, bro, you're not gonna get me. I'm gonna give you everything I got to get you off me. I'm gonna fight you to the end. And if you win, I'll be back tomorrow. That was just my mindset after being bullied as a kid. And it just made me a dog when it came to fighting. But after that heartbreak, I kind of took on that same mindset when it came to relationships. I'm going to get you before you get me. I'm not bragging, family. I'm just telling you all what I unfortunately went through and unfortunately what my mindset was in that time frame. I'm giving y'all too much, man. But I'm going to give y'all the real, because I know somebody on the other side of the screen has gone through that or is going through that. Because a lot of times women don't understand why men do what they do. It's a history, man. It's always a cause and effect, always. And I'm not bragging. I hurt a lot of women. I did. And I'm not bragging at all. Actually, I feel like crap about that. About that time in my life. And on this podcast, we're doing what we're doing so we can possibly prevent people from going through the heartaches we went through. So that was my 3. What did they say? 3 strikes, you're out. So that was my 3 main reasons for me getting to 5.5 feet and having that panicky feeling and getting up out of there. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying it's real. So I'm asking you, family, friends, people in the herd, people not in the herd. If you're not in the herd, please join the herd. It's cool over here. I'm asking you, how do I say goodbye to what we've had? That's my favorite song. I'm sorry. One of them. I'm bad. The good time. Oh, I'm done. That made us laugh. Outweigh the bad. All right. Bring it back. I thought we gave to thee forever. All right, I'm through. That's it. I'm done. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. All right. That last note, let me get a little water. But how do I get out of my head and my heart? Well, it's really my head. How do I get out of my head and allow my heart to get past 5.5 feet? I'm asking you. I want you to DM me or just put it in the comments. Now, I'm not telling y'all the story to bash me, because I said I started from the beginning. I'm a coward. That's hard for me to say. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Now, why I'm a coward is what I had to unpack. I just unpacked all of my luggage in front of y'all. So I'm asking y'all, as a family, as a friend, as a stranger, how do I say, I'm joking, get past 5.5 feet? I'll be waiting on you, man. I'm dead serious about that question. All right, but we're gonna close out because I've been talking for 30 minutes. Lord have mercy, bless it. You've been listening to the Elephants in the Room podcast, family. I know what y'all saying, like, man, this is deep. Yeah, it does get there. But it's life. And in life, what we went through as children affects us as adults. I believe in therapy. I believe in finding help. I believe that we don't know everything and somebody else knows something that we need, so we need to connect with that person so we can get what we need. I believe in form like Voltron. I don't know if you remember that cartoon, but it was one of my favorites. It's when people came together to accomplish the greater good. As your brother, I'm asking you to give me that answer. Because I truly believe at the end of the day, love is the answer. The answer to what? Everything. So I don't want 5.5 feet to stop me from something phenomenal. I know she's out there and I want to be prepared for her. So help me get prepared, family. This is Courtney Wellington, and you've been listening to the Elephants in the Room podcast. I'm flying solo tonight, but it's all good. My boy, he had his daughter's birthday this weekend, and he's celebrating with his family. That's my brother, man, and I love to see love, and that's what he has for his family. I want that, but I got to get past 5.5 feet. Help your boy out. Don't bash me now. This not a bashing situation. I need your help. And I'm asking. Courtney Wellington. And I'm out.